Let's go. Good morning, everybody. This is Lincoln Kenobi here, and today we got two articles that we're going to discuss, and this is about Assassin's Creed Shadows. The first one is that it was a rumor that only about 7% of the pre-order numbers of Valhalla during the same time period. So that is not looking good. And then the other article that we got here is rumor that Assassin's Creed Shadows originally featured a male Japanese main character and game could be delayed even further. Man, this is ridiculous. Okay, I will say this right now. They're making excuses. If they would have done a male Japanese character, it would have taken longer. Bull crap, dude. That is just bull crap right there. But we're gonna get to that. But first we're gonna go talk about this article right here, and then we'll get to that other one. So here we go. A new rumor claims that the Assassin's Creed Shadows pre-orders were extraordinarily terrible, so much so that they were only about 7% the pre-order numbers of Valhalla during the same time period. So this new rumor comes from YouTuber Anyone, who spoke with multiple Ubisoft insiders. He shared another very damaging allegation. I was told by sources that compared to Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Shadows as only about 7% the pre-order numbers of Valhalla during the same time period. That you heard that right, guys. So right now, and there is also a rumor that I've been hearing, and a couple of people have been talking about it, that Ubisoft may go into bankruptcy, may file a bankruptcy report. I could not find an article about it and everything, but for these guys that have talked about it, I'll believe it when I see it. Hopefully, if that Park Place could get that detailed, I can read it. So this rumor comes in the wake of a previous one from Craig Starting Craig, the owner of Side Scrollers podcast, that claimed Assassin's Creed Shadows physical pre-orders was less than one per store. Yeah, he did talk about this. I remember this a long time ago. So financial analyst Alan Renegade also speculated that the pre-order sales of Assassin's Creed Shadows was superb, was one of the reasons why Ubisoft chose to delay the game February 25. See, the game was delayed. The game got delayed. The delay started when they announced in the Tokyo Game Show that they were not going to show their presentation. You know, there's been many excuses behind it. They saying that the game was buggy. And it's just so ridiculous of what they are doing with these games. You know, we all know what the reason was, because they can't handle the controversy of what has been going on with the game. That's mainly my thing. But let's read up this and see what they think. In a statement given to that Park Place, once Ubisoft canceled their worldwide press events, even pulling out of the massive Tokyo Game Show, the writing was on the wall that Assassin's Creed Shadows was going to get pushed back. Ubisoft obviously saw what was coming, and likely a serious underperformance in sales upon the game's initial release date target November 15th. Yeah, the pre-orders were not great, man. Their pre-orders was terrible. Ubisoft says the next 90 days will afford time to polish the game, but they also seem desperate to release it before the end of fiscal year, March 31st. As probability of guidance has currently been adjusted down, the game maker basically hoping to just maybe break even a year, Valiant Renegade added. Let me see. Included with a total mess. So let's see. Yeah, right now it is the pre-orders for the Assassin's Creed game was very low. Because other games there has been issues with games. Like you have games like Dragon Age Veilguard, Silent Hill 2, Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns expansion. You know, it's right behind these team titles. That's how bad the Assassin's Creed Shadows has been, bro. And it's further down the list as 21st place behind Disney's epic Mickey Refurbished. Throne of Liberty, and Sonic Shadow Generations. And the gold and their latest edition, the gold edition, is at 30th place. So as you can see right here, this is their pre-order listings. Here's Shadows. And it ain't looking good, bro. You still got Call of Duty Black Ops 6 at the top. So the game is going to be released on February 2025. So right now, and they did announce this one, if you guys remember, they did announce that those of the people that pre-ordered the game for the expansion of the first of the season, they don't need to pre-order that. They don't need to pre-order that package. If they pre-order the regular version, they will get the first season, first expansion for free. That is a sign of desperation right there. And now, and then this, of course, I did talk about this a couple of days ago, that a Brazilian YouTuber, TVPH, was saying that the game was delayed due to it being buggy. Now, I explained that it's got nothing to do with it, bro. The game's got nothing to do with being buggy. Because look, like I said, when I played Callisto Protocol, at first when I started playing the game, it was being buggy. But it didn't stop me from playing the game. It didn't stop me. The only thing to me that was buggy was trying to heal myself in a very slow pace. But I managed to beat the game with that bugginess. I managed to beat the game. So being buggy had nothing to do with being delayed. They just fucked up. That's all it is. You know? Yeah. And that's all they're talking about right now, with the game sales not doing well. So let's get on to this next article right now that what we got. So let's see what this says here. Now, this one is very interesting of this rumor. So, to repeat the game title, Assassin's Creed Shadows originally featured male Japanese main character, and game could be delayed even further. So, like I said, dude, if they would have just went with their culture, this would not be happening right now. There would have been no delays. There would have been no excuses of being it buggy or all of that. There would have been no controversy on this game. But of course, Ubisoft, they bend the knee to this DEI nonsense. That's what they get. So, let's keep going. Ubisoft delayed the game to February 25 at the same time it announced it might barely break even during its current financial year. The company now expects net bookings of around 1.95 billion, which I'm thinking is billion euros, and around break even on IFRS operating home and free cash flow. So it went on to announce the delay of Assassin's Creed Shadows, why it was delayed during the February 25th. See, right now it's talking about that because of Star Wars Outlaws not making good enough money. They're worried that Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be the same, so that's why they're delaying the game further to try to polish it up and everything, and to change the pre-order settings. So, and Eddie Munn did explain what was going on with the sales prices and everything, and now, and there is, like I said, there has been talking rumor that it may be filed up for bankruptcy, bro. So let's see what he said. Let me see if I can read something new. My source told me, however, that they heard that February 25 is simply a placeholder release date as of now. Apparently, this is because Ubisoft is scrambling and they need certain key talent in order to assist on Q2 game release. Which, if you don't know what that means, there's 4 quarters to a calendar year. So Q2 means Ubisoft has something that they think will hit that is coming out later in the year that they need help on. So because the talent at the studio is working to make that future release come out more smoothly, Shadows is not being given an extra hand in kinds of needs of right now. So let's see, bro. Eddie Munn then revealed his source told him that the game originally featured a Japanese male protagonist. I was told when they originally saw the game there was indeed a male Japanese protagonist with their own finalized art and even animations. They don't know if this character will be reintroduced to replace Yasuke, but they are skeptical that Ubisoft will actually remove Yasuke altogether due to the whole political, backlash they'll get from journalism and so on, he added. Jesus God. Next, he shared details about the game. They did say that the game's first act is heavily story-driven and until it eventually opens up to your more traditional open world Ubisoft experience, and that the big hurdle there, if they were to remove Yasuke, would be practically change almost everything about Act 1, and so to speak. If they were to remove the character entirely, so could they remove Yasuke with this already done but thrown aside Japanese character? It's a big maybe, bro. But they said that they weren't sure of it yet. They also told me that they heard rumblings that Sweet Baby Inc. may have had a hand in Shadows, but they can't confirm that 100% yet. So take the allegation with a huge bit fat shot of skepticism right now, okay? So as for when this Japanese male antagonist was sidelined, the game did first include a male Japanese main character, but they were swapped sometime during 2020, according to my source, for Yasuke instead. When asked why Ubisoft chose Yasuke over this male Japanese character, anyone revealed, they said that Ubisoft was heavily influenced by the socio-political events of the time with stuff like, and no, I'm not kidding, George Floyd dying, the riots, the Black Lives Matter exploding in support. Ubisoft may have opted to include Yasuke in order to pander to identity politics because of Black Lives Matter. Jesus fuck, man. I mean, you see, they're trying to put political nonsenses in modern day stuff into these games. I mean, come on, man. I mean, they did that in Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man Miles Morales, But, Furthermore, he shared that his source informed that Ubisoft was horrified by the response of Yasuke from the fandom, and they actually thought including him would be a really big selling point for the game. They apparently believed by inserting Yasuke, they could garner the pander to the modern audience. See, but that's the thing, bro. They're trying to put modern audience things into these games. They don't need to do that. It's about, you're supposed to entertain. And that's the main portion of the issue, man. I mean, look, they had a controversy about this, I tell you this, man. I will say one thing, bro. That's going to be it for this. I tell you one thing. If they go with this, if they decide to try to remove Yasuke from the whole entire game, then they realize that they screwed up. But not only that, bro. This is going to take them time. Basically, which means is from the day they decided to cancel the game, delay the game till when it gets released, they need to get on the clock and start fixing it. But the only problem is that they got to fix right now is if the game is going to be, the graphics is going to be probably terrible and everything. So they got to fix it. They got to get the game ready before then. But I doubt that they are going to remove Yasuke, bro. I doubt it for a fact. But you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think of this article, especially the last one of what has been going on with their prices and their pre-orders. So if you like the video, hit the like button, share this video, post a comment below, let me know what your thoughts are, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright guys, you guys have a wonderful day. Bye for now.